Joining me today, we have second baseman of the Western Oregon baseball team, Grant Glover. So I want to start off first, hearing you a little about how you got into baseball. How old were you when you started playing baseball?
I was about 2 or 3 years old. I got into it because my brother, I have an older brother, so obviously at that age you want to be like your brother, so I followed in his footsteps.
So were you always the second baseman? What did your brother play then?
My brother was a second baseman and I was the third baseman for outfield. So.
Okay. So not quite the hands you got now then, right?
No.
Well, what do you like best about baseball? What's your favorite thing about the sport?
You're outside, obviously in the summer and spring, in Oregon spring, it's amazing weather. I have a great coach, and I was brought up right with good coaches, so I was fortunate with that.
Well, talking about the weather and stuff, I know that that's always a little bit of a difficult thing right here. Jeremiah would never be one to complain, but basically, just what do you have to do? How have you guys been preparing for this upcoming season, which starts February 6th, I believe it is, down in UC San Diego, February 5th, actually?
This year is completely different than last year because we have the new turf. Last year we didn't get outside and see live pitch until 2 days before we left for San Diego. This year is completely different, even though it's been low 30s, upper 20-degree weather. We've been outside getting to see live pitching, live ground balls. So, we get that, plus we're working out pretty hard in the weight room right now, and that's how we're preparing so far. So. Especially we need this because San Diego will be a top 3 team to start out in the nation.
What do you like best for playing here at Western Oregon University? What's been some of your favorite things? You've been here for this is basically the start of your second year here?
Yes, this is my second year. The coaches, like I said earlier, Coach Robbins is amazing. The rest of the coaching staff, they all respect us as a team. They respect us as a player, person. They'll help you with anything. And the campus is amazing, especially with that new facility. The fitness facility that we're going to be getting is great.
Well, I know it's baseball and there's all the superstitions to go around it. I'm sorry, I got to mention this out loud. Grant Glover here last year set the GNAC record for longest hitting streak, hitting in 30 consecutive games. I'm supposed to ask you what is your career goals and your season goals out of this one. You can't get much more of an amazing accomplishment than setting a conference record. But I'd like to hear a little bit about what are your individual goals returning to Western Oregon this season?
Obviously, that hit streak. I want to continue that. I'm trying to get to 58 at least. Because for Division II, it's I think 56, 57 or something. Just set by a guy from Dominguez Hills last season. So. I want to repeat as a all-league performer, and hopefully, get closer to that year that happens.
I know you guys have started to come back together. You guys are allowed to with the first day of classes starting there on January 3rd. Talk to me. What are some of the other goals Jeremiah has outlined for the team going forward this year?
Obviously, eligibility. That's been an issue. We need all of our players. We need them to be with good academics. We need them to be healthy. The GNAC conference isn't just the only thing that we want to win. We want to win the regional. And since we're not an automatic bid, we have a tough preseason schedule to get to where we want to be. And then obviously, Cary, North Carolina, where the Division II World Series at is a huge goal for all of us.
And as Grant mentioned right there, the Wolves will open up the season against number 2 in the country, UC San Diego in La Jolla. And then the guys will go over to Cal State Dominguez Hills, which is looking like they're about number 15 coming into the season. And they were ranked number 2 in the West region almost all of last season. So like you said, you guys are definitely big bite to chew right there. So I want to hear a little bit more about what you're doing here at Western Oregon and what your major is.
My major here at Western is communications, and my minor is sports management.
So what are you hoping to do after graduation?
My career choice has changed, and I want to become a police officer afterwards. So,
okay. So are you in these classes helping with that for you?
Some of the classes, yeah, because I'm taking communications in the legal field and work management positions. So yeah, my classes are helping towards to get to that.
Last semester go pretty well for you and stuff then?
Yeah. One of my best semesters here at Western. I got a 3.3 or so.
Well, fantastic. Keep that up and we'll get you on the all-conference academic team right there. So, what would you say to other student athletes looking at possibly coming to Western Oregon?
Western Oregon, the education, it's pretty good education, especially for only about $6,000 a year. Obviously, that's in-state tuition. It's very inexpensive to come to school here. The facilities are nice. The coaches respect you as a player. They respect everybody. And like I said earlier, the new fitness facility is going to be a great addition to the athletic program. That's going to go a long ways.
Well, thank you, Grant. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for being my first one to do this with. You did a great job, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.